Hi everyone. Today we are looking at 7th Standards Module 3 Session 1. The chapter is Chapter 13, Electrical Circuit. In this session, we start the opening by asking the children what is the best and the most important invention that man has made. Let children share the answers, and the answer that we are looking for is electricity. Once I say the word electricity, pick on that word and ask them what is electricity? Have you seen it? How does it look to us? Let them share their answers, as electricity is the reason why the light has power to shine, or the fan works, or any other instrument that operates on electricity works. Once they tell them that, you need to show them a simple circuit which you have made using the materials from the Life Lab activity series and parallel circuit. The instructions on how to make this small circuit, simple circuit, will be given along later in the session for the students also. Use the same instruction sheet to make it. For that, you will need 2 batteries, put back to back, and the bulb. Show them that this is a simple circuit. First show them as an open with the batteries away from each other. Then put them together and show them how the bulb is shining. Tell them this simple circuit has a set of battery, the wire which is conducting the electricity, and the bulb which is shining because of the electricity. Currently it's a closed circuit, which means that it is in a closed circle. The minute they open like this and becomes an open circuit, the light will not work. For example, ask them, how does our light switch on and switch off? The reason for the switch is there to make the circuit open or closed. When the switch is on, the circuit is closed and therefore the light shines. When the switch is off, the circuit is open and therefore this light is not shining. Then tell the students that electric current travels from a power source like the battery through the wires and series of other components such as bulb, switch, etc. and back to the power source is called an electric circuit. Basically, what you explained is what was here. There's a power source, there's a series of other components like the bulb, the switch, and there's the electric current is passing through them to make it an electrical circuit. Once you explain this to them, tell them that the cell is the device which gives power in this electrical circuit. It has 2 terminals, one is the positive and the other is the negative. The students will be given these materials later in the session, so you can just show it to them like this. The positive is the part with the knob and negative is the part without any knob. Once you tell them that, show them the display sheet which shows them what an electrical circuit diagram is. Electrical circuit diagram is a simplified version of an electrical circuit. Imagine a circuit which has a lot of bulbs and 2 huge power sources and many switch in between, like the electrical circuit of a school or of a house. It will be very difficult for us to draw the bulb and battery at every point given the different sizes that they come in. So an electrical circuit diagram will be easier to show what the electrical circuit looks like than making it like a picture. Once they see that the different things that symbolizes the different parts of an electrical circuit, it will be easy for them to draw an electrical circuit for themselves. Once you're done with that, you move into the part of the opening, main creation. In this part, the students need to come together and make a circle. Each of the child will be given half a piece of newspaper, enough to make a ball like this. If you don't have newspaper, you can even use waste paper that you have from another workshop or session. Once everyone has a paper ball like this, including the facilitator, you tell the children that you, the facilitator, will be acting like the battery. Now, as explained earlier, the battery has a positive node and a negative node. And for this session, your right hand will be the positive node. Show them, write plus sign on your hand and show it to them. And your left hand will be the negative mode. So draw the negative sign and show it to them. Now, what they're going to do is they're all going to hold hands, they're all going to stand next to each other and act like an electrical circuit. Now, you don't need to hold hands in this situation because you have to pass the paper ball. And tell them that the paper ball that they're holding is the electron, which is the reason why electrical current travels. An electron goes from one student to the other student. So, everybody passes the electron to the person on the right because because of the battery, it needs to go from the negative to the positive side. So it goes, since you are negative on the left and positive on the right, the children need to pass the ball, the electron from there to the right, the person who is on the right hand side. Do a few rounds of it to say that this is how electricity passes, and the flow of electrons through a conductor is called electric current. Also show them when there is no battery, the electron cannot pass, because if you walk away from the circle, there is nobody to collect the electron between where you were standing, and therefore the electron cannot pass. With this activity, you explain how the flow of electricity happens in an electrical circuit. After they are done with that, we move on to the part of making a simple electrical circuit. The Life Lab activity comes with a packet of materials like this, of which you will need only the materials that we used earlier to make a simple electrical circuit. Each child is given also the handout for this particular a simple circuit, and they need to make a simple circuit like this. Once they make the simple circuit, they will be given the worksheet for this session, which needs them to draw the electrical circuit that they have made, and draw the diagram for the electrical circuit that they made just now. Once they are done with that, you move into the part of the closure. Remember that in the previous part, you are not doing the complete Life Lab activity. You are doing making a simple circuit using the materials given in the Life Lab activity. So ensure that the children pack the materials back in the packet and write their name on it and give it back to you, so that the next day when you use the Life Lab activity, it will be ready to be used. Now for the closure. For the closure, they will have a worksheet which they need to fill with the learnings that they have learned through the session of the day. Once they fill in the worksheets, they need to return it back when they come back next week. Tell them that the worksheet has enough information for them to do it themselves, and even they don't need to write too much. So encourage them to finish it and bring it back next week. With this, our session is done. Thank you so much. See you in the next session.